Stella, why didn't you tell me? I'm so hurt. I've been deceived for 5 years. Are you there, Stella? Don't ignore me and say something. We're family, in-laws, so you owe me an explanation.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play dumb. I just found out you gave birth 5 years ago. Why did you keep it from me? That's so cruel.
Gave birth?
That's right. Ever since you and River got married, I've been looking forward to the day I'd have a grandchild. And yet, you've been hiding it for 5 years? What are you thinking?
Oh, by the way, I should have introduced myself earlier. I'm Melissa, Stella's older sister.
Sister?
Yes, you're River's mother, right? I think there's been some misunderstanding.
Oh, don't start trying to deceive me again. Why would you pretend to be her sister? Lying like this is outrageous. Did I do something so awful to deserve this?
It's the truth. Stella's in no position to respond right now, so I'm stepping in for her.
Wait, are you really her sister?
Yes. I admit it's intrusive of me to have opened her messages, and I apologize for that. But I also have something I'd like to discuss with you.
With me? Have I done something to upset Stella?
I'm not sure either, which is why I'd like to confirm the facts.
All right, ask me anything.
Before that, could you clarify what you meant by she gave birth 5 years ago?
It's exactly what it sounds like. She had a baby 5 years ago, but didn't tell me.
5 years ago? She's currently in labor with her first child.
In labor?
She's at the hospital right now in the delivery room.
Oh my God!
Since River's been away on a work assignment for half a year, and our mother is hospitalized with cancer, she came to me for support. I've been by her side to help her through this.
Oh, I had no idea.
Has River not told you?
I'm embarrassed to admit it, but he's been ignoring me for quite some time.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Then who told you about the baby you mentioned earlier?
I ran into one of River's old classmates by chance, and he told me.
And how did he know?
They bumped into each other at a theme park.
And this classmate said he was with a child at the time?
Yes, he said River was holding hands with a little boy.
Did the boy resemble River?
I didn't ask for details, but apparently the boy was calling him Dad.
I see.
The classmate said the boy was excited and said, Dad, I want to ride that one. And River replied, all right, let's do that one next.
They sound just like a real father and son.
And the boy thanked him after getting an ice cream, saying, thanks, Dad, with a big smile.
Could the boy have been someone else's child? Perhaps a friend's?
I don't think so. If he were just a friend's child, why would he call River Dad?
True. By the way, what do you think of Stella?
I've only met her a few times, but she struck me as polite and sweet.
Polite, you say?
Yes. When I first met her, she seemed nervous but spoke very respectfully. I made a little joke and she smiled so gracefully. I remember thinking she was well-mannered and elegant.
I see.
Afterwards, she sent me a card and a gift for my birthday. The message said, thank you for everything. I look forward to getting to know you better. When I read that, I thought she was someone who truly understood respect and manners.
I wasn't aware of that.
Honestly, most young people these days don't pay much attention to manners, but she was different.
Have you stayed in contact with her?
No, unfortunately, I haven't.
Why not?
Wouldn't messages from a mother-in-law just feel like pressure? Besides, when they got married, River told me not to interfere.
This is quite different from the impression I had of you.
What do you mean?
Stella had mentioned some things about you.
What did she say?
She said River told her you didn't like her. You were afraid of what she might do, so you told her to stay away.
Oh, that's not true at all.
But you did harass her, didn't you?
Harass her? What exactly are you accusing me of?
When she visited you, I heard you threw water at her and served her food with eggs, even though she's allergic. She can't have even the smallest amount of egg, but you gave her a cake with eggs in it. She had to be rushed to the hospital, right? It was a really serious situation.
I truly regret what happened to her, but I didn't do those things on purpose. I spilled the water because I tripped while carrying it. I have trouble walking because of my bad leg. And I didn't know she was allergic to eggs. River told me she loved cake, so I went to a well-known bakery to buy one.
But she said River told her you were preparing an egg-free cake.
I never said anything like that. If I'd known about her allergy, I wouldn't have served it.
I see. Then either you or River is lying.
I'm not lying. Please believe me.
Allergies are a life-threatening matter, so words alone might not be enough. But River seems to care deeply for Stella. Even though she's been busy with work, with long hours and business trips, she says he never forgets important dates. He's also been looking forward to having kids and thrilled about the baby's arrival. Still, the story about the child from 5 years ago is troubling. If what you're saying is true, does that mean he was having an affair?
I don't know what to think anymore.
Well, I'll try to get to the bottom of this.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know.
Thank you. I love my sister and want to believe her, but it's hard not to have doubts. I'm sorry if I came across as accusatory or rude.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll update her about this conversation. Well, bye for now. Honey, we have a healthy baby girl.
Oh, she's here. That's amazing.
Yeah, it took a while since it was my first delivery, but we're both doing well. She's sleeping peacefully right next to me now.
You did great. I'm so proud of you. So who does she look like? Me or you?
She looks a lot like you and is absolutely adorable. I'm sure she'll grow up to be stunning.
Really? I can't wait to meet her and hold her. But before that, I want to hold you tight. I love you.
I love you too.
I'll have to thank Melissa for everything.
Absolutely. And now we can finally introduce our baby to Mom.
Yeah, I wish you could have met her while she was still fully conscious, though.
I know. When they first found the cancer, they said it was caught early and treatable.
It was just before we met, right?
Right. When I was 26, she started feeling unwell and went to the doctor. She thought it was just a cold, but after some tests, they found a tumor. They told us it was early stage, operated on her, and started chemotherapy right away.
I remember that. And for a while, didn't she recover?
Yeah, the surgery went well, and the treatment was effective. She went into remission and was so happy, saying she'd get to see her grandbaby.
But then it came back.
Last summer, she started declining again, and the doctor found the cancer had returned. It was more aggressive this time, and surgery wasn't an option anymore.
Even so, she fought hard.
She really did. She kept going through treatment, never complained, and kept encouraging me. She would always say, "I won't give up until I get to hold my grandchild."
She's such a strong woman.
She really is. I usually try not to cry in front of her, but it was so tough that time.
Still, you two have been so strong through it all.
Now she's mostly bedridden. I just hope she'll understand it's her grandbaby. By the way, are you coming back next month?
Yeah, just 3 more weeks. It feels like forever. I can't wait to see you and our daughter.
Same here. Oh, by the way, your mom sent me a message.
Oh, what did she say?
She said you have a 5-year-old son.
What the heck?
She says she heard it from one of your classmates. It's just a misunderstanding, right?
Of course. I've been too busy with work to even think about something like that. Besides, I'm all about you and only you.
I'm glad to hear that. I've always trusted you, but I couldn't help feeling a little uneasy.
Don't worry about it. Come on, with someone who's cheating, remember anniversaries and try for a baby?
True, you got a point. But why would she say something like that?
She's trying to drive us apart.
Excuse me?
I didn't want to worry you, so I kept quiet. But she's been telling me to get divorced for a while now.
Really? But why does she dislike me so much?
Probably because she doesn't want to lose her son.
Oh.
I think it's partly because I'm an only child. She's always been overly attached to me. She bought me whatever I wanted. Threw big birthday parties every year with all the neighbors invited, and constantly worried about me. Even when I went out with friends, she'd demand to know who I was with, where I was going, and when I'd be back. It was tolerable when I was little, but even as a high schooler, she was trying to track my every move. It was honestly suffocating.
Oh no.
She was all smiles when you came over to meet her before we got married, but deep down, she was against it. I think it wouldn't have mattered who I married. She didn't want me to marry at all. To her, me starting my own family probably felt like I was being taken away from her.
So that's why she started to hate me?
Yeah, I think so. She likely told you that ridiculous story hoping you'd believe it and it'd cause a fight that would break us up.
Oh, that's awful. Do people really go that far?
She does. That's why I told you not to contact her or get involved.
Right.
By the way, when she served you that egg-filled cake despite your allergy, I told you to block her, didn't I?
You did, but she hadn't been messaging me anyway, and I thought it might be a problem if something important came up. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I know how sweet you are, so I get it. I could have explained things better too, but now you understand, right?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Today's our little girl's birthday, so no more gloomy talk. You must be exhausted. Get some rest.
Okay. I'm sorry for bringing that up, and thank you. River, do you have a moment?
Yeah, I just finished work.
This isn't really something I should bring up over text, but since the baby is sleeping nearby, I'd rather not call.
What's up? Wait, don't tell me. Has she already said daddy?
Of course not. Are you stupid?
Right, but seriously, you sound annoyed. What's up? Missing me too much since we haven't seen each other? I'll be back next week, so hang in there, okay?
Don't bother coming back.
Whoa, you're seriously mad. What happened?
Take a moment and think about it.
Postpartum depression, maybe?
No.
But hey, it's pretty common, isn't it? One of my coworkers said his wife had it, and she was super irritable all the time.
That's not it.
Are you sure? Could it be sleep deprivation from the baby crying?
I said it's not that.
Okay. Don't get so upset. I read online that postpartum hormones can mess with emotions and make women unstable. My coworker also said his wife lashed out at him constantly after their baby was born. Man, it's tough being a guy. We work hard for the family, and then we get yelled at by our wives. If you're feeling irritable from postpartum stuff, that's fine. But don't take it out on me, okay?
Do you think you're being funny?
I'm not teasing. I'm just worried about you.
No one who's genuinely worried talks like that.
Okay, seriously. I have no idea what's going on. Did I do something to upset you?
You're incredible at playing dumb. You know that? I'm not even mad anymore, just impressed. Remember when I told you about your mom?
The part about her saying I have a kid? Is this about that?
Exactly.
I already explained that was a lie. You even said you believed me.
At the time, I didn't think you were a complete scumbag, so I trusted you. But then, I saw this.
What the hell is this?
It's a family photo of you, your other woman, and a kid having a great time together.
Are you seriously accusing me of cheating because of this picture?
Of course. It's undeniable with this evidence. You can't talk your way out of it.
This is a misunderstanding.
Then who's the woman in the photo? You look pretty cozy with her. And the boy holding your hand? He looks just like you.
She's just a friend, and the boy isn't mine.
Oh, really? Since when do just friends take kids to a theme park together? It looks like a couple and their child to me.
Wait, how exactly did you even get this picture?
Melissa hired a private investigator to look into it.
A private investigator? When did she...
At first, I didn't believe your mom's story. But she didn't seem like she was lying, so I had to find out the truth.
I've always treated you well, and now you're doing this to me? This is way out of line. Why won't you believe me?
The Riverside Apartments.
What's that?
Oh, you don't know? It's the place where you and your other family are currently living together. Already showing signs of dementia in your 30s? You should get checked.
That's ridiculous. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why do I have to put up with this nonsense? I don't even know what the Riverside Apartment is, and I'm not cheating.
Still lying, huh? I have photos of you entering the apartment with her. But since you'd probably just make more excuses, how about this? A photo of you two kissing.
You've got to be kidding me.
We're getting a divorce. I'll be asking for alimony and child support too.
Damn it! What a hassle. I was so close to scoring big money. That stupid old mother of mine ruined everything.
What are you talking about?
Well, since it's all out in the open now, I might as well tell you. I married you for your mom's inheritance.
What?
You're the daughter of a wealthy man. Your father passed away and your mother has cancer. I figured if I waited a little, I'd get a massive payout.
So that's why you got close to me?
Exactly. Why else would I marry someone as country bumpkin as you?
Country bumpkin?
Yeah, when I first met you, you were so dull, dressed in those outdated clothes. Your hair was frumpy, and honestly, you weren't my type at all.
You actually thought that?
Of course. Do you think a good-looking guy like me would be interested in someone as boring as you?
You're the worst.
But then I heard you were the daughter of an affluent family, and suddenly it was worth it.
Affluent? My dad did run a business, but I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, the real estate business, right? Your dad was well known in the industry for owning multiple real estate management companies and being very wealthy.
It's true he managed several properties when he was alive.
And your mom inherited all that wealth after he passed, right? When I heard she had cancer and didn't have much time left, I thought I just needed to wait a bit longer for a fortune to come my way.
This is unbelievable.
I held up my end of the deal and pretended to be the perfect husband for 5 years. It was torture, honestly.
I trusted you until I saw those photos. This is so messed up.
Ugh, I was so close. But now it's all ruined. I want my 5 years back.
You're disgusting. If that's how you feel, why did you even have a baby?
Because when we split, I could claim child support.
Don't tell me you're planning to fight for custody.
Of course I am. You're not working, so you can't raise her.
You're using your own child as a tool for money? That's despicable.
Say whatever you want. I'm not giving up custody.
You've got to be kidding me. There's no way I'm letting someone as vile as you take my baby.
Then I guess we'll just have to fight it out in court. Not that it'll matter. You're bound to lose.
Bring it on. By the way, about the other woman, your mom mentioned she's your ex. If your son is 5 years old, that means you were cheating even before we got married, right?
And that's right. Actually, we never even broke up.
You're such trash. And about the time with the eggs, you knew about my allergy and still told your mom I loved cake, even assuring me it was egg-free.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I told you allergies are life-threatening. Do you realize I ended up in the hospital because of that?
Yeah, your face swelled up like a balloon. It was hilarious.
Ugh, you're disgusting. I was in so much pain. After just one bite, my mouth started tingling and then my throat swelled shut. I couldn't breathe and I thought I was going to die.
Oh, come on, it wasn't that bad.
It was. For those few minutes before the ambulance came, I felt like I was suffocating. I was terrified I'd never breathe again. The paramedics saved me with an oxygen mask, but even during treatment, it was hard to breathe. I had to stay overnight on an IV, suffering the entire time. Since then, I've been too scared to even look at food with eggs in it. Because of your malice, I almost died and I'm traumatized now.
I wanted you to think my mom hated you, so it had to be done.
That doesn't justify what you put me through.
Well, worst case scenario, if you had died, I'd still get the insurance payout.
Wait. Are you saying you knew my allergy could kill me and did it anyway?
Exactly.
You're vile.
I don't care what happens to you. The only thing that matters is money.
I can't believe this. I'm done talking to you. It makes me sick. You'll be hearing from my lawyer about alimony and child support. From now on, talk to her.
I already told you I'm not giving up custody, so it's you who will be paying me. Oh, and I'm taking half the house as part of the property settlement.
That house? The one I inherited from my father? In my name? You have no claim to it.
Don't give me that crap. We're married, so half of it is mine. Same with your savings.
You're delusional.
The house is in a prime location. It's worth at least $1 million. And your savings? With your dad's inheritance? You must have plenty.
I'm not giving a single cent to a piece of trash like you.
It doesn't matter. Once we get married, half of everything became mine. If it weren't for your life insurance payout, I'd be swimming in way more cash by now.
For your information, inheritance isn't considered shared property.
What?
You're obsessed with money, but clearly clueless about how it works.
That's a lie. You're so wrong.
It's not a lie. Inherited assets don't count as shared marital property. Only wealth built during the marriage through mutual effort is shared, but inheritance is treated as personal property.
But we're married, so shouldn't everything be shared?
That's a big misunderstanding on your part. For example, money I earned after we got married or a house we bought together would count as shared property, but anything I inherited from my parents doesn't.
I didn't know there were such specific rules.
Even if you didn't know, that's how the law works. Inheritance is something designated for an individual through wills and legal procedures, so it's not considered shared property. Even after marriage, inherited assets are protected as personal property.
So that means I get nothing?
Exactly. No matter how much you want money, I have no obligation to give you anything my father left me.
That's ridiculous. I've lived with you for 5 years. I have rights.
Only to assets we acquired together during the marriage. Everything else is off limits to you.
Damn it.
Why don't you ask a lawyer? Then it'll be even clearer how little you know. Anyway, don't forget about the alimony and child support you'll need to pay.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, and as for you intentionally serving me food with eggs despite knowing about my allergy, I'll be filing a formal complaint with the authorities.
Are you kidding me?
You admitted it over text, and your mom is willing to testify.
Wait, that's going too far.
No, it's not. I could have died because of what you did.
Maybe I went a little too far, but I didn't mean it like that. Please, don't get the police involved.
It's absolutely necessary. Intentionally exposing someone to an allergen is a serious crime.
A crime? Isn't that exaggerating?
That mindset is exactly why it's dangerous. Deliberately making someone ingest an allergen can qualify as assault under the law.
But do we really have to make it a legal issue?
Yes, we do. When I had that allergic reaction, I genuinely thought I was going to die. And you laughed about it, calling me hilarious earlier. Casually joking about putting people in danger is downright malicious.
Oh, come on, I just went a bit overboard.
This isn't something you can brush off as a bit overboard. People who take allergies lightly need to face consequences to ensure it doesn't happen again.
You can't be serious about involving the police.
Why not? You broke the law, and it's only fair you face the consequences. You're the one who treated my life like it was worthless.
All right. I'm sorry, but please, no police.
Too late.
Fine, I'll break up with her. I'll focus on you and the baby from now on. Isn't that enough?
Not even close, you idiot.
Stella?
I don't ever want to see your disgusting face again.
I thought you loved me.
I didn't know then that you were such a pathetic excuse for a human being.
True love means accepting someone for who they are. Your feelings were shallow all along.
And you think you get to lecture me about love? If I could, I'd sew your mouth shut so you'd never speak again.
You sound like a psycho. But think about the baby. Don't you feel bad for her, not having a father?
A father like you is worse than no father at all. No matter what you say, I have no intention of taking you back.
Please, I'm begging you. I don't want to be arrested and I don't want to pay all that money.
Too bad. You made this mess, so you'll have to deal with it.
No way.
Anyway, it's time for the feeding, so the rest will be handled through my lawyer. Bye.
Wait, Stella. Ugh, my entire plan is ruined.
River was arrested for assault and fined as part of his sentence. Despite his desperate attempts to avoid a divorce, with the help of my lawyer, I successfully ended the marriage and gained full custody of my daughter. River was ordered to pay alimony and was also required to pay child support. The other woman couldn't support her son on her income alone, so she moved back in with her parents. They're making her work in their factory until she can get her life back together. As for River, he agreed to pay his share in installments of $2,000 per month. In that situation, he couldn't bring himself to marry the other woman, and in the end, they broke up. Meanwhile, rumors of his attempted marriage fraud and his deliberate attempt to harm me with allergens spread throughout his workplace. His colleagues turned against him, and he was forced to quit under pressure. He now lives in a small apartment, scraping by with day labor jobs, though most of his earnings go toward his debts. I've heard he eventually fell behind on rent and was evicted. With no friends to rely on, he now lives under the bridge, living a day-to-day existence. It's ironic that someone who once dreamed of marrying into a wealthy family for a life of comfort was ended up struggling to survive. As for me, I've started a new chapter in my life. Thanks to a connection through my sister, I secured a job and have been steadily building a better future. I fully intend to ensure River continues paying child support. He should face the consequences of his actions and live every day with regret for what he's done.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.